My Hero Academia is an interesting show for me, because I think this might be the only shonen that I don't have any strong connection with any of the characters. Sure, I like a lot of them, but I can't really relate to them. I'm not gonna go into my life story, but I should, in theory, be able to relate a lot to Deku, a boy with nothing who has a dream he seemingly can't achieve. He is given the tools needed, but must train diligently in order to be able to utilize his power. He's like a green broccoli. So why can't I see myself in Deku's shoes, when I can loosen myself up to fit in so many others? That's what we'll talk about in this video until YouTube decides to copyright strike me and ignore my counters. The problem with Deku as an MC shonen protagonist as a whole. We'll start off by saying Deku is not necessarily a bad character, and is indeed a splendid hero, just quite poorly done in a lot of ways that, honestly, does not make him worthy of One for All. Let's begin before he was given his powers. He was told he was quirkless, but he wanted to be a hero nonetheless. So what did he do to try and achieve his dream of being a hero? Almost jack shit. And honestly, this is my least favorite part about Deku. He knew what his dream was. He wanted to get into not just any hero school, but the most prestigious hero school around. What did he do to achieve his dream? He took a lot of notes of other heroes. That's nice. What else? Exactly. He didn't work on his body so he'd have any type of physical strength. He didn't look at any alternatives, such as maybe being a police officer, or some inventor to be of use to other heroes, or any other type of assistant. He just wanted to be able to punch everyone like All Might, but didn't so much as do a push-up to help himself. Dream all you want, but his dedication is actually shit. Is his bravery really that much better than many of the other heroes? Yeah, when he ran in to save Bakugo, that was what made All Might change his mind. But what happened before all that? Well, first off, with his initial encounter with the slime monster, he basically accepted death. That's not exactly a hero's mindset now, is it? Afterwards, when old Slimy was munching on Bakugo, Deku only ran in when he found out who it was. Before, when it was just a nameless nobody, he stood around and watched like the rest. Ooh, you ran in to save your friend. Not like anyone else does anything like that in the show. Good thing All Might didn't see this, or Pinky here will be the next wielder. Eat this! Following this, let's talk about his constant crying. Now, since this is something that is always poked fun at, I'm just going to leave it alone. No, I'm not. This is a line between being passionate and being a bitch, and Deku is clearly on one side. Maybe it's because of how little he's worked for it, but him crying over getting a provisional hero license, or having someone team up with him, is a bit cringy. I can understand his breakdown when All Might told him he can be a hero, but almost every other time? No. Deku does not have his own personality. He is like some mishmash of many other people, not really having any character himself. All he tries to do is imitate All Might. He's so fixated on this that it took him nearly 50 episodes and half a school year to realize he has legs. And even when he realized he has legs, he just goes back to trying to imitate other people. His physical characteristics have obviously grown, but Deku as a character has grown substantially little. Stop and think. In terms of character development, how much has Deku changed since episode 1? We can look at many of the other characters and see more development. Ochako has had multiple moments, expressed with her whole fight with Bakugo, as well as her internal struggle with following her heart with Deku, or focusing on being a hero, which I'm loving that internal struggle by the way. Kirishima had more development in a single episode outlining his backstory and motivations than Deku. I did an entire video on Bakugo basically outlining why he's a better character. Momo's internal struggle with her self-confidence issues about how her book smarts don't translate to combat ability, both Shoto and the Devil's growths, both individually and as a family. Hell, and I'm sincere when I say this, even Mineta has had about as much character development as Deku. Looking over all the major events that Deku has had, training with All Might, the exams, villain invasion, sports festival, Nomu attack, all the way up to Chisaki and the school festival, he has not changed the way he thinks. He has not learned much of anything new, and if this was a standard shonen battle anime, I wouldn't even mind that. But this is a story-focused shonen, where the fights are just there to move the plot along and are not really spectacles in and of themselves. Deku and Todoroki just kept launching the same attacks at each other. All Might and All for One were just having a punching contest. There has yet to be any special choreographed fight, aside from maybe the second fight with Deku and Bakugo. And honestly, I'm okay with that. My Hero Academia has one of the best shonen stories around, but people constantly overlook it because they're too busy choosing which underage characters are going to fuck, also known as shipping. With all that being said, I'm not mad, just disappointed. Deku clearly has good qualities to be a hero. He keeps on fighting and breaks the rules in the best of ways, so I don't hate him as a character. I just don't like Mary Sue's, who, personality-wise, are about the same from start to finish. We haven't finished yet, but we're 80-some episodes in. Time for you to learn something. I expect this video will have a lot of thumbs down, a lot of people telling me to kill myself as they insult my mother, but feel free to explain in the comments below why you disagree. I'm not gonna hunt you down and make you think my way, and I'm not exactly passionate about this stance as I am with others. I just felt like it had to be said. Also, buy my tea.